Ne, findet uns keiner. Oh, da wir sind gerade über den Fuß gefahren. Oh, oh, da kommen sie. Jetzt redet man mehr. Wir müssen weg hier. Oh, jetzt kreisen uns ein. Wir müssen schnell raus hier.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nia, and in this video I'll be sharing with you our recent glamping experience in the middle of safari in Germany, Serengeti Park. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscribe button down below so you'll be notified when there are new videos from me about my traveling and maybe food experiences in Europe. So let's just get to the point. So first of all, what is glamping? Glamping is glamorous camping. The name is a bit self-explanatory, I think, but is that a new thing? Is that a new phenomenon? I believe not. I think it has been there maybe for the past 3 or 4 years, but then due to the coronavirus situation, it has become more and more popular. Why is that? Well, because people still want to go traveling in the summer, but then there is a restriction to keep distance with the strangers, with the other people, and people want to travel safely. So maybe this glamping can be a good alternative, especially if people prefer to have something more comfy than the ordinary old school camping. Right, so what are the differences between glamping and the old school camping? Well, both still use a tent, but then in glamping there are better and more facilities than the old school camping. That could be, for example, electricity, ensuite bathroom and toilet inside the tent, so you don't have to share the bathroom with the other guests. And then there could be even a kitchen in the tent, so you'll be able to cook inside your own tent. Quite practical, isn't it? And then the bed usually is more comfortable than the bed, how to say, than the sleeping bed that you carry when you're doing camping in the old school camping way. So there is already a bed prepared for you there, and the bed is usually, yeah, as I say, more comfortable than the old school camping. And then there is maybe even floor under the bed, or basically everywhere inside the tent, so you're not going to sleep on the grass, or you don't have to bring your own carpet. So sounds fabulous, isn't it? Maybe you're now curious to see how our experience was, so let's just check our footage. I have to wear this mask because of this corona situation in Germany. And then here I would flip the camera and you can see. Welcome to our glamping tent. Let's get in. This is the porch where you can sit down. It's quite a spacious porch, I would say. And here is the door. It's a bit funny. It looks unconventional because you have to unzip it up like this to open. There is also a small lock behind. And this is the kitchen. There is a sink, fridge. It's the living room area. Sorry, it's a bit messy. And let's find the bedroom. I can see the bed down here. So this is our bed. It looks a bit romantic, like in Bali. This is the wardrobe, or you can hang your coats. And I can see that there is a small deposit box, so you can save your belonging to feel extra safe and secure. If you don't trust how the front door works, I mean, like how to lock it, right? Uh, and actually, there is another bedroom. Yay! With 3 beds. One bunk bed, one single bed, so it can fit 3 persons more. Maybe for the kids, if you have a family, or maybe can also be for another couple if you want to. This is the bathroom. There is a sink down here, a window, a toilet, and there is this door that you can slide once you close it. And then this is the shower. It looks pretty decent and clean. You can also close the door. There are many towels, even though we're only 2. Yeah, the view is just like that. You can close this door by sliding it down like that. There is a window, you see?
So it has a view from the room. Also, that window, no, two windows. There is actually a radiator, so you can heat up the room when you're feeling a bit cold. But it's best to stay here during the summer, I would say. And I'm wondering if there is a door here. No, there is only a curtain. So you can close the master bedroom with a curtain by closing the curtain, not the proper door. And the view is just like that. Back again to the porch. So, how many glamping tents are here? Maybe around 15 ish until 20. Some of the glamping tents have a lake view, while ours also has a lake view, but it's from the back window just behind our bed or bedroom. It's a small lake or maybe a pond with some ducks. Um, yeah, and in this Serengeti Park, there are actually different other types of lodge or accommodation. So it's not everything glamping tent like this. Some of them are also more affordable. There is also a caravan. I don't have the video or the picture. Um, and I think one or two of them have a have animals view, while ours is close to the monkey forest, but the monkeys were not there since it's already a bit late. And how much does it cost this glamping experience? So for one night, we paid for around 1,800 Danish kroner, around 230 something euro, and that includes entrance tickets for two persons one night. Yeah, we got a visitor. There's a dog coming from the lake, I believe. Yeah, so it's still a bit cheaper than most glamping safari in Denmark. So I'm excited. I think it will be fun.
So, what is my impression about glamping and specifically glamping in Serengeti Park in Germany? Well, first of all, surprise, surprise, surprise. So before I entered the tent, so I saw that it was a tent from the outside, and I was a bit surprised because from the photos it didn't seem like it was a tent, and maybe it was not described either on Serengeti Park's website. So I was kind of like quite surprised. And then the second impression was that it was actually very amazing. So I could get the combination of both hotel and then camping at the same time. It's still like surrounded by nature. There was a small lake or a pond behind our bedroom, behind our bed, literally. So there was like a transparent part of the tent where I could see that small lake with the dogs swimming in it. And then yeah, and then the facilities were amazing. When we entered the tent, we could see the living room. We could see that there was a kitchen with a fridge, and then there were actually two bedrooms. So it's possible for like around 5 people to sleep in that tent. And then there was a proper shower. There was a nice toilet where you could basically like close the door. And yeah, but that was no TV though. But I don't think we would need TV. And it was also great because like it's walking distance to the rides. So Serengeti Park is like a two-in-one experience combining safari and then theme park. So yeah, it was great. And then 3 minutes walk, we would be able to see the monkeys, maybe not in the evening, but then in the morning, because in the evening the monkeys were they slept in the, I don't know, like in a indoor in a room. But then after like 9 or 9:30 a.m. in the morning, the monkeys were released again in the exhibit. So like yeah, it was very close to where we stayed in the tent, and it was also like walking distance to the restaurant. So in our experience, like the breakfast was included in the price. So yeah, we got a breakfast in a restaurant. So in Serengeti Park, you could actually choose other types of accommodation. So like they have other things than just this glamping or like glamorous tent. There are other buildings, other lodge where maybe you could see the animals directly. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't seen that directly. And then there were other types of accommodation that were more affordable than the glamping itself. Well, I would say that the glamping was a bit expensive, but then compared to the prices of glamping or like accommodation inside the safari or inside the zoos in Denmark, it was still cheaper. Yeah, I think from what I could remember, it cost like around 1,800 Danish kroner for one night, sleeping in that luxurious, glamorous tent, and then including breakfast for 2 people, and then including the entrance to the park. So when we wanted to book the glamorous tent, like we were required to at least pay for the entrance fee for 1 day. So that was the requirement. Yeah, but then the breakfast follows to the accommodation package in our type of accommodation, right? Yeah, so I would highly recommend glamping. I don't know how glamping is in the other areas in Europe or in the other parks or safari or zoo in Europe, in Denmark, but then like at least from our glamping experience in Serengeti Park in Germany, it was very great, very fabulous, amazing. Yeah, beyond our expectation. Especially when the weather was nice, because like at that time it was, yeah, on our first day when we arrived around like quite in the evening, but then not very late, maybe around 7 p.m. It was not dark yet, but then it was, yeah, a bit raining. And then later when we slept, it was raining, like quite pouring down, and because it was just basically a tent, we could hear the sound of the rain pouring down quite clearly. And then because it was just a tent, we could also hear the sound of the other neighbors chatting. Yeah, there were around maybe 10 until 15 glamorous tent in that area of the park. And there were like many others or many other buildings of accommodation in the other areas, but there are like different types of accommodation. Yeah, so yeah, I would highly recommend that experience, and I hope you enjoy my video. See you next time.